Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Counter-Strike Confederation. I'm your host, Crash. Today, we've got a real good prospect match coming at you live from Minot Air Force Base, North Dakota. Hellfire Union versus Deadbeats. Gonna be a good one. My co-host is Toggle Bob. Toggle, what do you think we're going to see today?
Well, I think it's going to be a very interesting game. You know, the HEL, the Alchemists, 4-1 on the season, doing really well for themselves. Interesting, though, haven't played with the whole five more than a couple games as far as I'm aware. And Slug only having played 2 games this season so far. On the other side of the thing, we have Spectral Sentries also doing very well for themselves. 3-2, playing pretty good games. They've got 2 subs tonight, though, which should make this interesting. So we'll see how they play.
Absolutely. I'm super excited to get into this, and I think you're absolutely right. We're going to finally see Hellfire Union at full strength. It's going to be a really, really great show. I'm being told that the map is going to be Anubis, and it's been a while since we've had a good Anubis game, so I'm looking to find it right here, right now. Now, talk to me, Toggle Bob, right? You're a little bit more familiar with the prospect here than I am, but I see some former recruits in this lineup. What do you think we're going to see out of Colney, Scalpel, and SkyRL?
Well, Scalpel, I just got to point out, this guy was in recruit a few seasons ago, moved up to prospect. Now he's here, 1.17 on. Oh, sorry, a 1.0 rating on Anubis for the season so far. They've played 2 games on it, and he's doing really well for himself overall as well. 1.1 rating in general for the entire season. Exceptionally good entry as well. I'm really looking forward to see how he plays, getting the opening space on the map. I think it'd be very interesting.
Absolutely, and I think that that's going to be something that deadbeats are going to have a lot of trouble dealing with, right? They're really going to have to find a way to stuff that opening pick, stuff that opening prod, especially on their T side, right? We all know how strong the Anubis T side is. It's kind of evened out as time has gone on and the meta's gone a little bit more developed on the map. But make no mistake, T side is still absolutely in the advantage on this map. And Scalpel's entry statistics, if they're anything to go off of, is going to mean that Hellfire's going to have a really, really strong T side on this map.
Absolutely. And it's not just Scalpel, too. Pigeon doing exceptionally well for himself, winning 70% of his opening duels.
That's a lot. Holy.
Exceptional. Exceptional.
Man, wow. That is a massive stat line. So if you're deadbeats, you're definitely if I'm deadbeats here, right? I want to see what they're doing if they've played this map before. You mentioned earlier, the map pools of both teams don't exactly intersect. But we'll have to get into that at a later time. As we are just about to go live here. Teams are in both of their spawns. We've got a quick pause coming out. And it looks like we got a very interesting roster lineup. So a couple of subs in on the side of Deadbeats. We've got Crink and the JPEP, as well as Tez and Coolney. And bringing up their 5th man is going to be Shababawoo.
This is an excellent name, I just gotta say.
Man, that is going to be difficult. Oh, man. Can't be any worse than yesterday, though. Yesterday, I kept calling Ashamed a Shaman because I cast way too much Middle Eastern CS, so.
Well, listen, I think that's perfectly valid. I think that there's no reason why you should feel upset about that.
I don't know. I was doing the Lebanese Nationals on Sunday morning, and then early Saturday morning, before Le Mans got started, I was also doing what was it? I think it was something to do with the World Esports Cup. Anyway, it was like some kind of like regional qualifier. I can't even remember what it was, but it was like a group stage game. It wasn't really that important. Moving into things that are more important on our side of the pond, Counter-Strike Confederation Season 14 Prospect Tier Matchday 6 Hellfire versus Deadbeats is about to be underway here in about 5 seconds. We got some utility on the CT side, 3 armors, and some util on the T side as well.
Also interesting, Ez did not buy anything.
Really?
Yeah,
wow, yeah,
you're right. Books in the pocket.
That is interesting. I don't think man, have we ever seen that before? Have you ever seen it before?
I mean, I've seen it before, but that's just because I'm a terrible player. But like,
I mean, who knows? You got 2 chips. I would appreciate yourself like that. Bullet station box. Holy cow comes away with a little bit of tag, but Coolney is going to get dropped by Schooled. You talked about the util before the game, and here we go. We're seeing it in real time. Pigeon will drop Tez, and that'll put Hellfire in a 5 versus 3.
that was an excellent HE. Good coordination coming out from the Alchemists to be able to HE stairs and get that kill.
Yeah, that
Well,
was
let's
a
see if
really
they
big
can work
heads-up
mid.
play. Really heads-up play from Skold, who cannot say my name right. He keeps spelling it with a K and a 4, and I don't know how he manages to do it, but 53 seconds left as Skold peeking mid. Holy cow will find Krink elsewhere. Things getting much worse for Deadbeats in their opening round. 5 versus 2 now as they move into the middle of the map. And some bullets exchanged. Shababa Woo Woo will take down Scalpel. Ah, that is going to be awful for this whole match. Oh my goodness.
I'm
35
gonna thoroughly
seconds.
enjoy it.
Holy, he's going to move his way through rugs here. 30 seconds on the clock. They're running out of time, and with the lack of presence on the B site, they may be able to play process of elimination here. You can see you've already got one watching A main. Gould is watching from camp, and now he is watching the site. Grenade comes out. That's going to alert the other CTs. They are on their way. They may be coming too fast. They're going to need two really, really quick gunfights here. JPEP will find one, and Shababa will take down Pigeon. Skold will find him as a result. And now the JPEP is all alone in the 1 versus 3. 5 seconds on the clock. It wouldn't have mattered anyway, but holy cow will drop him with a 9x19 millimeter. Hellfire will win the pistol round.
What an interesting pistol round, too. Slow start from the T's. Trying to find some presence somewhere. Quick fight out A main. Getting cleaned up with the HE. I mean, it fell apart so quick from such a slow start.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was, you don't really see low methodical pistol rounds at this level, so I'm wondering if Deadbeats was maybe trying to get something off of that, or if they were expecting something else from the CT side. Maybe they were expecting some kind of aggression. They definitely received it in E-Box. It was a very aggressive peak on that side of the map. They just couldn't come away with the dub as Colney got naded into oblivion by Skold. It looks like JPEM's making his way through mid here. This is dicey, but it could pay off. Oh, is he wanting to... Can he silent drop from here? He absolutely can. The silent drop is possible, but does he know he can do it? Slug is just waiting on someone to cross his path. Little bit of an early smoke up his way, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Sees one Canals, takes the shots, and they won't connect, but they will certainly scare him. With a minute 15 left to go, Krink has made his way into A main. Another smoke pops down that will stave them off.
Oh. Did we lose Crash?
Nope, I'm here. Sorry.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Yeah, my computer randomly disconnects my microphone for no reason. 58 seconds remaining on the clock. Shababa Woo will exchange shots with Cams. It's going to cause that player to fall back. It looks like it's going to be an A pitch. Skold will find one. Won't make it a second. Pigeon will take his back. Tez will drop Skold, and he'll be dropped by Pigeon as well. 3 kills in a round for him, and Hellfire up 2-0.
Very interesting to decide to go for the slow play with nothing but Glocks. I think Tez was the only person who bought anything. He bought a Deeg off the back of the fact he didn't buy armor, the pistol round, so that he could still have 2K. But just very interesting to go for that very slow play with the Glocks. And very disciplined from the Alchemist to not, take a lot of peeks and fight into the pistol.
Yeah, E-Box, again, really the only place they're really showing any kind of CT aggression, and I think E-Box is absolutely valid because, again, a lot of this map control battles do come down to Canals control. You absolutely need it. And one chopping across Skold, almost nails him with the AWP, but he'll escape just barely with his life. And that's Tez making his way over to A main. They're boosting over this smoke, but Slug's going to get right underneath him. Can he catch anyone off guard? No, he won't, and he's going to back away as the smoke fades. More boosting is happening. JPEP peeking over the pillar. But he sees a flash come out. He knows a peek is imminent. Sees it for a split second. But he will elect to fall off now. Slug tries to find his way into house. He knows where JPEP is at now. And at the tax of 34 health, he now has a beat on 2 players in mid. Minute 5 seconds left to go as a nade rings out. No damage comes from it. Pigeon 4-1 all ready to start this game. Interesting nade to be sure from Scalpel as he swings out, gets his head taken off. That's Tez with the AK-47. 54 seconds as another one peeks out. Cooley's got his back turned. The bad timing, and Pigeon's going to drop that smoke. That'll stave them off for a little bit more time. Keep in mind, bomb is still in T-spawn. 44 seconds. Someone has to go back and grab that. Deadbeats have to make up their mind on where they want to go here. If I know anything about Coolney, he's probably the IGL person. He's probably telling his guys, hey, let's rotate back, grab the bomb, and pick a site. And that's exactly what they're doing. Krink muffs the flash. Skold is not blind. He's going to be all here. Oh, he misses the elbow. It's a massive missed shot that allows Deadbeats to get on the site. Smokes are out. Skold will escape with his life. So it's not too big of a tax. JPEP now. Back left, try and clear that area. 4 versus 5. As Scalpel is still down. Krink finds Pigeon elsewhere. And now, with 40 seconds remaining, as the bomb goes down, Slug takes Holy cow! And Coolney will take a second kill. Slug hits the floor, and it's Scold all alone. With just over half the time on the bomb remaining, it's not looking likely as he turns around to save.
To be fair to Alchemists there, they only had 4 MP9s and the op, right? But Scold missed a couple of really important shots. The one on stairs, the guy jumping across. One on the guy coming out with a weird little jiggle out E-box. The round could have gone totally differently if he just hit a couple of those shots, but it fell apart so quick. It's like 5-4. Just so quick.
And the ability to execute cannot be understated. It's got a little bit hairy for School there right at the end, but he had just enough space to stay alive. As the timeout comes in, it looks to be a technical timeout. We may have some players experiencing lag. Not sure as the raise. We'll keep you updated as we get information. But yeah, you're absolutely right. If Skoltz hits a couple of more shots there in that round, that could very well go very differently. We could see Alchemists go up to a 3-0 lead. But all things considered, nobody's perfect. Sometimes, you know, you can't nail every single shot. So,
absolutely.
You know, we'll just have to see how Hellfire and specifically Scold bounce back from that. Because as an opper, when you're not hitting those shots, right, that could be a very big mental block to try and get through, and that could snowball very big in your head. So we'll see how Scold responds to not the greatest round of his career. Certainly one to forget, to be sure. Timeout ends. 10 seconds in the buy phase. We see more rifles. Look at the cash. It's not looking good for these CTs. They could be broke next round.
I mean, if they don't win this one, they're definitely fully broke this round. They're not going to get very much loss bonus. Only 1900. They're very low, except for Scold, who's probably going to save so he can get another op.
We'll have to see. That's if he plans on dying. Of course, nobody in Counter-Strike ever plans to die. Nobody certainly plans to lose.
Another great HEL.
That's another really good nade. You're absolutely right. Down to 68. As I say that, it gets dropped down to 0. Pigeon with a mind-boggling flash. And a smoke behind him to save his tail. Minute 26 says Canal's control firmly belongs to the CTs here. Or excuse me, firmly belongs to the Ts. A little bit of a mid-battle is coming out. Brink has made his way into house, and I don't think Scalpel expects him to be here.
I just want to point out the Ts have not seen anyone so far. Every bit of damage has been from either a nade or fully blind.
Absolutely. Yeah, that is a really good point to bring up, actually. Hellfire look like they've come to play here on the CT side. And if their T side goes like this, one can only imagine how much worse it's going to get next half. And Scold will drop JPEP. And is he considering the repeat he is? Scalpel is still in position there. And only taking some more damage from E-Box doesn't help their situation. Now down to a 5v3. They haven't done any damage to anyone so far in this round. Coolney retrieves the bomb. And with 38 seconds left, they'll have to try and make something out of nothing.
So they're going to group mid, try to split into A, but Alchemist already sitting 2 inside, ready for it.
Yeah. This is not looking likely for them. Smoke comes out for house. That'll take Scold out of the equation. Maybe. He might be able to get around it if he moves up. Pigeon off angle. Finds the first headshot. Brink goes down. 50 seconds. Pigeon is here to play. 4 kills in the round for him. Hellfire go up 3-1.
Flawless round. No damage taken from anyone on Alchemists.
What a play from Pigeon. Wow. That was something right there.
With that MP9 close range, just walking into him, taking instant headshots on all 3 players.
Yeah, absolutely. That is really rough for Deadbeats. Now they've got to try and put things together, and that round was super critical for Hellfire to win. So Pigeon definitely pulling his team out of a hole right there, as their economy is somewhat stable going into this next round. Only up to Rugs with his team in tow. Looks like they've bought Mac 10s and Tech 9s here. Not a whole lot on the table for him. But with a minute 35, he looks like he's going to be setting it up. Scalpel will be the man to take first contact, flashing out A main, seeing nothing so far on any side of the map. This is going to clue them in and tell them that something is up. Because one thing about Deadbeat, very spread out so far. Scalpel with an aim in hand. Pigeon finds 2, but it's 2 too few. As JPEP and Crank both find kills, and now it's all on Skull to try and move down the site. Let his team arrive. JPEP is slow coming out of A main, and it costs him his life. Slug takes down Coolney, trying to get from Rugs to A main. And it's Shababa Woo all alone in 1 versus 3. Smokes off deep A main. He looks like he wants to commit to this. Nobody's watching the site here. It's Holy Cow from Camps. If he drops Holy Cow here, he could very well get this bomb on the site and plant it. Puts it on his back, sees the elbow. He's going to dive into the smoke. Does he try and get the bomb down? Yes, he does, but his best is needed, and Skull with a USP finds it. Alchemists are up 4-1.
The disrespect to just drop the nade and pull out the USP. Incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've got a really, really rough spot for Deadbeats coming up again. I mean, 4-1.
Oh no, Scapple. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Please. Okay, all right. Thank you, Scapple. He heard us.
Is that a retake Negev? Did he sell that or did he drop it on the ground? I don't know.
Oh, that's a good question.
It's really bothering me.
That's a great question. I don't know the answer to.
Oh, Scalpel finding one in the air. He still finds his way to get into shenanigans on the map. JPET will drop him as a result, but he drops flying out of mid-window. Slug pushing from E-Box now to try and maintain Canal's control. And Deadbeats, even though their approach has been really fanned out, they haven't been able to find victory on any side of the map so far in this game. You can see the skull, tries to put bullets in the body, but it's not going to work. At 5-5-6. Wasn't enough. It's 72 by 39. Steals him in the dome, but Slug is behind, and he drops him in a heartbeat. And now 3 versus 3 as Hellfire move into position, but they've over-rotated. Look at this, the B site's empty, and what a masterclass of a play that this was from Deadbeats. They're going to get the bomb down, and it's going to be now swinging out, has his hand, and it's lost his life. Holy cow, drops him. Will he find a second? No, he doesn't. Shababu is there, makes the play, picks up the AK, and now with a quarter of time on the bomb, we've got B2 making a 2v1. JPEP is there, drops him with the AWP. Slug goes down, and it's all unschooled. Half the time left on the bomb. USP in hand. He's getting really ballsy with this one. Finds the one head. Can he find the second one? Big flash with the pistol. Sees the elbow, but it's too little and too late. JPEP drops him. And they will cut Alchemist lead in half.
I think he saw the elbow just a little too late and just unscoped out of habit. Cost him his life, unfortunately. Interesting
really
that... Interesting that Colney gets shot in the back of the head, and because he's looking like he's about to go into A main, they think it's A. Everyone rotated A instantly. Which left an open B site. Free plant.
Scalpel's got that Negev this round. Where is he going? What's he gonna do? Oh, A main. This could be really rough. I think he's just gonna sit on site with it. They may be expecting a rush of some kind. JPEP finding schooled elsewhere. Oh, battle is... Tez finds Slug on the B site, and now they have to try and run to pick up the pieces. Holy cow, it's Slug takes the blind spray, finds Creek, and finds JPEP as well! Hellfire is not out of this round, as Holy Cow finds a quick double, and with a minute 27 to go, Molly comes out for E-Box, and the assault has been stuffed. All the CTs rotating to that side of the map. I wonder if Deadbeats is going to realize that every other avenue is completely wide open. Mid has one man guarding it. There's 3 of them. They're going to re-smoke site here. As that smoke fades, they're going to come out. Bomb will go down, but Scapple with it again. Finds one. Holy cow, finds the second, and it's all on Tez. He wants the glory. He will find it, but he will get the kill assist. Holy cow cleans up 4 kills for him in the round. And man, what a game we've got on our hands so far.
I mean, you gotta say, for the Alchemists, they're feeling really confident. They're really feeling themselves, especially Scapple. Despite not having the best ADR in the stats, he's still feeling really good about himself.
I don't blame him, man. Not many people could get that kill with the Negev right there. That is a very rough one for sure.
It's very true. Also interesting that the reason that round went so poorly is because Krink got team flashed coming into E-Box and couldn't kill Holy Cow, who was full blind. And then Holy Cow gets the double from E-Box. Essentially cost them the round at that point.
Oh man, yeah, that is a really tough pill for Deadbeats to swallow, and then just not being able to take the 3v3 with the bomb going down. Hellfire up to 5.
Especially after 2 opening picks, like 2 beautiful opening picks.
Yeah, that's really rough. It looks like Scalpel's buying his teammates here. I don't blame him, because he finds the Negev again. I wonder what he does with it this round. Things could get dicey because, again, look at them. They're all 5 going to the same spot. Flash coming out for mid from Cooley. Minute 45 in the round, and he's plays it. Got 1, got 2. Will he find his third? Yes, he does. And it's 2 kills for him, 1 for Crink.
Or a team kill. There was a team kill in there. Crink.
Yeah, Crink blasted Tez in the head. And man, that is really going to cost him as they collapse onto the B site. Shababu catches Schooled off guard. That'll give him the bomb plant, but not much else. He hears them coming from E-Box. He knows where they are. They're trying to stop the plant, but they won't get it done. Finds one with a headshot. Shababu finds the headshot. His teammate JPEP is still alive, and it won't matter. Scalpel Purple drops them both with a Tech 9. 4 kills for him in the round. Would have been 5, but Crank stole it from him. And now, Hellfire's up to 6.
What a perfect opportunity to take that Negev mid. They were trying to do a B split, jump off bridge, come through canals quickly, and just, I mean, what are you supposed to do? You get shot through a smoke by a Negev on a random round. I mean,
that is
just nothing you could do.
Man, that is really rough. I've been on the other end of that a bunch. That is just... Man, did you see him take a timeout after that last round? They really need a breather right now. Deadbeats is soul-searching at this point to try and end this half on a positive note. They've already got a tie half. They could be looking to win it if things keep going their way. Minute 38 is opening damage is exchanged through B main. JPEP holding Canal. It's still to the wrong time. Won't find the shot after the opportunity of a lifetime presents itself with Slug missing those shots. JPEP will be taxed 97 HP. Scold will find one. It's Crank headshot, grenade, and smoke. And now with a minute 18 to go, 5 versus 4 in favor of Hellfire. Cross the mid here. Poolney making his way through bridge, now over to doors. There's 2 guys here. One Schooled, one Scalpel, and oh, is he gonna swing doors? Wait, he does the flashes there! But Coolney is ready! Takes him out! Oh my god, what a play that would have been! But Coolney is ready and waiting, drops him with a 7.62 by 39 straight to the dome. And with 47 seconds left in the round, JPEP has a lineup on cams, but the only map control they really have is like rear A main and mid. So Slug's in a really, really interesting spot. If they elect to back out, which they will, he's going to just go under him. They're literally on top of each other right now. 30 seconds left in the round, and Deadbeats has no idea what to do. Smoke coming out for House. They're going to drop from mid. Slug's going to hear every step they make. Finds one, not the second. Shababawoo finds the trade. Slug goes down, but he's done his part. And now, 3 versus 3 as they collapse onto the B side. We're going to see a 3 versus 3 retake. Clock down, 40 seconds left. And nails one through the smoke and the wall. Shababawoo down to 36 HP. And we'll see very, very low health T. Schooled is AFK, and that was weird. I'm not really sure what that was. 50, half the time left on the bomb, and it looks like they're just going to save in the 3v3 retake. Yeah, Hellfire, I'm not a huge fan of this call, but I definitely understand it from their perspective. They're up by a lot here. There's no reason to try and give any more weapons to the T's than they have to.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, they should know that JPEP's low. There was a good, like, trade. Unfortunately. But they have no idea that they actually tagged Shababa Woo through the wall when he was at default. So they wouldn't know that he's low. And unfortunately, Scold was low as well.
Yeah. Really, really just a rough round for them all around. And it all kind of started right there in E-Box. So
yeah,
that one little duel just really decided the whole round right there, unfortunately. And minute 54 left to go as we see the opening rollouts. 3 rounds left in this half, counting this one. Making his way to peak mid, and JPEP drops him. He's 3-1 so far against Schooled in all duels. He drops him in mid, and as a result, but look at, we got one more pushing through. That's, I believe, Scalpel who's pushed through mid. He's fighting them in deep B main. Cooley will take him down. And what could have been a disaster for the T's if all their backs were turned, turns into a 5 versus 3. Minute 23 left to go now, as the momentum finally starting to go with Deadbeat. Damn, I didn't even know you could do that, Molly. That's kind of incredible. Coolney drops that Molly on doors as momentum finally starts to go in Deadbeat's favor. Flashes himself through mid, Pigeon in cams. The only man to try and provide any kind of defense. A-Site is actively being pinched. He's going back into sewer now. Frank clearing the A-Site. Surely, holy cow, looking for the second as well. He won't get it, but Shabbat will drop him. Pigeon finds Crank elsewhere. Now 2v3, make it 1v3 as Tez should have played baseball in high school. Nails him with a frag grenade. And it's Slug all alone. 1 versus 3.
Yeah, the Alchemists had a really good idea that it was going to be A. They all started rotating super early. But it was a 5v3, really hard to hold them off. And I think he just commits a little too much to that fight in mid. Sprays a little too much, gets traded out. Really unfortunate. He did get one, though. He got his.
It's true, he did get his, and I mean, that's really all that matters in Counter-Strike, right? As long as everyone gets theirs, you do win the round, technically, so
Very
we'll have to
true.
see how it
Very
works.
true.
But Counter-Strike is a little bit more nuanced than that, as Slug hiding in E-Box. Actually, it looks like that.
Terrorists win.
Yeah, this game gets a little bit more complicated than that. But yeah, again, another really tough round for Hellfire to swallow, starting again with that opening op duel, losing all of that mid presence in Schooled and Scalpel pushing through, right? 4 versus 5, that's a massive gamble to try and push through with that early flank, and Coolney catching him and making him pay for it is absolutely what Deadbeats needed right there. And now it's a 2-round difference, 6-4. Deadbeats are back in this game, baby.
Yeah, and the Alchemists completely broken by. They're trying to save for next round.
They're going to catch JPEP off guard. Either that or he's control of his life. Finds one full blind. Won't get away, and maybe Tez doesn't either. As they both swing out trying to find him. He gets one, not two. Scalpel drops him with the A1S. Sees one in mid-window, tries to get away, and holy cow will finish him off. 3 versus 2 as the bomb clambers towards the B site. I think Hellfire's accomplished all they wanted to for this round. Molly in E-Box, paranoid of Canal's presence. Bomb will start being planted. Got one, looks like he wants...
A very winnable round for Alchemists if they really wanted to go for it, but it doesn't look like they're going to try. Meanwhile, Scalpel just searching for a gun.
He's got an R8, and if you ask me, that's the only gun you need. They're both out B main here. Skull hits some nasty shots. He won't. Shababa Woo was there, makes the play. But I think Skull has seen both of them because of the death game. So I think that Hellfire might have intel that they're both not there. No, they are.
They don't know. They don't know.
They do not know. Molly out B main. They could defuse right now, and they can have no. There would be nothing they can do about it. Watching B main finds one, finds two. It's Goldie with a double kill in the round to make Deadbeats on 5.
Goldie's just standing on the molly to do that too. Just does not care.
Getting the tootsies warm, ain't he? 12 seconds left in our buy phase, and again, we're seeing these guys go all out. The money is starting to run a little bit low for some of these guys. Scalpel's on 0, Schooled on 50, Holy Cow on 100, Hez on 300, JPEP on 700. We could see some, well, I mean, it's the last round of the half.
Yeah, it's the last round, but it is still important to note because the utility is very limited on the CT side. Well, not very limited, but it is somewhat limited. Skulled only one flash. Pretty much everybody else.
Ollie nailed Coolney right in the chest. He should have caught it and threw it back, but you know, the day they add that mechanic to Counter-Strike, we have a whole lot of problems. Minute 25 left to go. Tez has he's made his way all the way up to doors. This is decent map control this early in the round. Slug crosses to E-Box and lives, even though there's an autoscope on that position. That is a very bold move. Fight breaking out in camps. Scalpel takes a good bit of damage as a result. Molly going to the house, and it's going to prevent him from peeking out. No, it won't. Gold is still going to spray for it. And with 32 HP, finds one, won't find a second. It's Tez who gets him to the smoke. 4 versus 3 now. Frank's life is taxed, but it was in good faith as Tez finds his trade. And now Deadbeats have kind of put a pause on things. Just waiting to try and find another chink in the Hellfire armor to try and tie this half up. This game was 6-2 at one point, and now it's 6-5. 38 seconds. Tez still waiting in house. Holy cow. Still waiting in bottom mid. Molly coming out B main. It is properly lane. They're not going to be able to push onto the site quite yet while that Molly burns. Now keep in mind, CT Molly's been nerfed tremendously. Hearing him on the site. He swings out, tries to find a peak, puts some damage down, but damage is only good in certain situations. And at this point, you really want to kill in the 4 versus 3. 13 seconds to spare. Oh, big fight from Tez, finds it! JPEP burns Slug alive, but Holy Cow will find him through the smoke. Pigeon finds one. He needs 2 more. They're both low, but it won't matter. Caught in the reload. Coolney drops him. Ladies and gentlemen, Deadbeats, with 4 unanswered rounds, have tied up this half.
Crazy to me that Skold would commit to that fight in mid, going in front of the molly, but he almost gets a double just because they line up.
Yeah, that was real scary for a second there. That could have easily gone the other way if Skold gets that double kill. But, you know, Hellfire kind of losing their momentum towards the end. We'll see if that carries over into the pistol round.
Yeah, lots of just random important fights being lost, I think. Kind of leading to very scuffed rounds from the Alchemists there toward the end of the half.
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately making
Yeah.
it somewhat easier for the Spectral Sentries to kind of group up, hit a site together late, and then, 3v3, you just kind of gamble wrong a lot of those rounds. Very unfortunate. We have three players with no armor on the T sides. 3 smokes, 2 mollies.
Yeah, that is interesting.
And a P250, actually.
You don't see that every day. You don't see the P250 brought out in pistol rounds every day. Minute 33 left to go as the A execute looks all but likely. JPEG
Very
pushing
heavily
canals.
toward A, though.
Yeah, they are very much aware. Process elimination has been played, but they still have to eliminate the enemy. Pigeon finds one, Holy and Crank find two. The kills come out. Crank finds his third of the round. Pigeon goes down, and so does School. Is Holy Cow all alone, trying to find it with the Glock. He's in a 1v2. He knows where one is. He can make that decent. Yes, that's where the other one is. Head sticks out, trying to find the shots. Block betrays him, but not that time. J-Pep loses his mind to the wall. Folks, Holy Cow tries to swing out, tries to find it. Taz has no armor. He has no armor once again. Oh, no. He will win the round. Holy Cow finds the 1 versus 3.
It's wild. The quick check to his left, as soon as the smoke was fading, to catch the player on the flank and just, like, take out JPEP's head right away. Round-winning play right there.
Holy, could not have been a second early, could not have been a second late, and he was right on time. Holy Cow arrives precisely when he means to. Minute 48 to go as the T's line up for B main. It's an A main push. I don't think they're going to realize where all these CTs are at. They're going to see no presence on the B site. They're going to rush to plant the bomb. This push from E-Box might do a minute. They're not careful. J-Pep with an MP9. E-Box will take 2 early. Scalpel finds one with an Nova. He'll get traded out at Shababu with an Eagle. Is he going to go for the It's not played. Default. Tez, it's not played in there. You can't stick it. Oh, no. Holy Cow drops with a wheel. Shababu thing he can do. 10 will drop him with a quick headshot. Cooley tries to find a consolation prize, but it won't happen. Holy Cow drops another with the Galil and Hellfire up to 8.
The body covered the bomb, and he saw the smoke. He just thought, it has to be default. It just has to be. He just ran into the smoke immediately.
Oh, man. If it was there, it would have given everybody there a heart attack.
Yeah, I mean, and
But,
also, 3 of the T's were past that smoke towards CT and Temple. So if he was on the bomb and he had a kit, which I don't think he did, it would have been a very scary round for the T's.
Absolutely, but the T's in that moment don't know that he doesn't have a kit, so they're thinking, oh crap, I only have 4 seconds.
True.
So that could definitely affect their response times a little bit. They're going to rush one man in Shababa Woo to try and hold on to this site, and it ain't going to happen. Coolney's going to push from cams, but again, by himself, there's not much he can do. Pigeon drops him with the MP9, and Alchemist looks set to take round number 9. Slug now deep in A main. Flash for this peek. This is old, and that flash does not work, so he's not going to peek off of it. They're going to flash out for it. Find one. Will they find a second? No, he won't, but Gold is there to back him up and take him out, too. Another team kill for Hellfire, or excuse me, another team kill in this game. We've had 1 on Deadbeats and 1 on Hellfire Union, so I guess they've evened out the score on that. 9-6, your new score.
Scold was just upset that Slug missed all those shots. And he's like, hey, man, if you're not going to hit those shots, just get out of the way. I'll do it.
That's why you always turn on follow recoil for SMGs. It's just the right thing to do.
True, very right.
Yeah, it's also kind of gotten me in the habit of just, like, because obviously I still have the static crosshair for rifles, but I'll still think in my mind that follow recoil is on, and I'll just miss my whole strike.
No.
Oh man, big damage on his scalpel and Pigeon. School will take some as well. Util is coming out blind here. Spring dives back in the house. School finds one with an AG. Crank and Shababa Woo. Put him in the meat grinder. 4 versus 2 now. Shababa Woo with a double. He won't find any more. Scalpel kicks off his head. Molly into cams, but not quite fast enough. Still gets dropped. Holy cow. Tries to put him on fake. Will find the first, but not the second, as Tez will drop him. And Deadbeats find their first round of the second half.
They got a lot of space very quickly in mid, but then just all the util came out. They just couldn't go anywhere. So they tried to push through it. That didn't work. Shbababu from A, just deleting them in cams. And then trying to drop a molly behind them, but just over peaks. Just really unfortunate movement there.
Yeah, it's again one of those things where it's like, man, it's really just unlucky, right? We all
A
like
little
to
bit,
pretend
yeah.
that this game is 100% skill based, but it's about 95% skill based and 5% luck based. Holy cow! Drops Tez. We didn't see what happened, but I think Tez would rather have didn't see what happened. A minute 35 left to go. Holy cow! Finds 17th frag of the game with only 6 deaths. That is a massive scoreline. And Crank with the auto shot. He sees a shoulder. It's Slug. I think Slug knows he's been seen, but he will not fall off the angle. He's not going to give up. Scalpel's out A main. Scalpel's out A main and on to full, and he won't find the kill, but J-Pep is certainly tagged up for a lot. Schooled. Knows there's one cake. Trying to catch him off guard. Comes out. Schooled forced to dip back, but Slug swings out, and it will cost him as Pigeon finds one elsewhere. Shababu, the man who took down Slug. 3 versus 3 now. Looks like Pigeon got that kill in mid.
Yeah, Pigeon got that kill on bridge. Everybody was rotating over toward A. Pigeon was just waiting around. You had a player come up bridge, try to get a quick flank on A, and just got taken out instantly.
Yeah, Hellfire looks like they're going to try and, if they brought the bomb to me. Oh, Pigeon still fighting cans. That nade might do it. Oh, he got far away. Got far away enough. Shababu was low. Definitely looked like it was going to be possible.
Crank. And he has an auto shotty on B.
Hey, do not doubt the auto shotty. As much as I hate that weapon exists, it
No,
is
I'm
definitely
pointing out
so
that he's the only one with HP, and they're coming to him, and he has an auto shotty.
Oh, finds the first, finds one, it's Scald, and he finds the second. Holy cow, takes a little bit of chip damage, and a little bit more chip damage, and he finds him with the auto shotty. He will get taken down from Temple. Pigeon shoots his teammate's corpse. There's no time to plant the bomb, he has to find the kill. They all run away. Deadbeats will win the round off time. 8-9, your new score.
If HEL just went anywhere else, they would have had a much easier time because everybody was low, and just an auto shotty in the back of B. I mean, I don't know what you're supposed to do against that.
Oh my gosh, that is just, ugh, that gun is disgusting. Does not belong in Counter-Strike. If they removed it tomorrow, no one would be upset. No.
I would be upset. I enjoy it.
You'd be
I'm an
wrong
auto
to be
shotty.
upset.
Listen, you go to Inferno, I'm just buying an auto shotty.
It doesn't do anything for the game. It is literally just a nuisance. It's like, all right, it needs to go. Minute 43 left to go. Molotov comes in.
Oh, no, move! Hot feet.
Almost got burned alive right there. He doesn't necessarily know that that's what he's got to do when that volley comes out. J-Pep finds one. Fall down. Slug, Pigeon, and Scold all fall in a matter of milliseconds. And it looks like we'll see a 2 versus 5 now. And man, that was a really quick round. Nade in the smoke. This is bold. This is really bold. With so many bullets flying through that thing after you, that is definitely one way to try and handle it. Maybe not what I would have done. Tez and Coolney both cleaning up there. And Deadbeats have tied this up at 9.
I think J-Pep also caught his teammate's bullet from CT. I heard a dink, but nobody died. I think got shot in the head.
I didn't hear the dig. I didn't hear the dig.
Oh, okay. Might have just been me. I don't know.
I'm not saying you didn't. I'm just saying that I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Tech pause coming out. 3 rounds for Hellfire, and then 3 unanswered for Deadbeats to tie up the game. This is looking pretty tight. Who do you think it's going to win this one, Toggle?
I don't know. It's very close. DB just starting out really strong, doing really well for themselves, and then just slowing right down. I mean, at one point it was, what, 6-2, 8-2?
6-2.
Something like that? Yeah, 6-2, and now it's 9-9. I mean, yeah, look at that. 7 rounds in a row. Now, they've kind of cleaned it up a little bit now that they've had guns and, like, actual util. They've kind of cleaned it up a little bit, but you got to keep in mind that last round was all pistols, and the round before was just barely on pure luck that they walked into the auto shotty and they were low HP, right? So the last 2 rounds kind of a little bit iffy in terms of whether or not, you know, they really won those rounds versus Alchemists losing them. I'm leaning toward the Alchemists, but I think it's going to be very close.
Galble's a wild card, man. He'll do anything under the sun to try and catch you off guard, and that can be a double-edged sword. And in this particular case, I don't think it's going to help Hellfire as much as it's going to hurt him. We saw it earlier with that mid push in the 4v5. I mean, You know, it was bold, it was a gamble, but Coolney was ready for it, right? These two guys
Yeah.
have been playing with and against each other for almost a year now, right? So, I think that Coolney definitely has Scalpel's number. I think Deadbeats are going to walk away with this one 100%.
Very interesting. One other thing too is that the Deadbeats are all sort of keeping pace with each other. There's no like standout player doing exceptionally well, kind of carrying the team. They're all just kind of doing their jobs, like performing their roles well. Whereas the Alchemists, a lot of these rounds are off the back of like huge wins, like solo plays. You know, I'm thinking the 3K pistol, right? With, I mean, I don't even know, no armor somehow kills 3 and wins the round,
Yeah.
right? But it'll be interesting to see whether Slug can get himself back into the game, whether or not the fact that there is no standout player for DB, that somebody isn't like kind of popping off really hard, is going to matter. I don't know. We'll see.
We will have to see indeed. 9-9 your score right now. Minute 47 on the clock for round number 19 as Scalpel pushes his way through Rugs. We got 4 guys in Rugs here. One throwing utility from deep. It looks like it's going to be just a straight up A-hit, Molly, and Smoke. That is interesting about Woo. Calls for a rotate. Coolney obliges. Moves over the camp. Still comes down. They're going to push through the smoke. Shababu will find 1 and 2. Does he make it 3? Yes, he does. Triple kill for Shababu Woo. And Coolney cleans up. And Scalpel finds the trade, but he won't find more than that. And Holy Cow is left in a 1 versus 4. Make it 1 versus 3 as he drops Tez and Cam. But he is slightly sticking out while full behind finds a headshot. He sees the waste. He sees the man. Holy Cow, got it. He's got 3 kills in his round. And it's all on JPEP to try and pull it back together. Expecting the strike. JPEP saves the day and puts double DB on double digits. Holy cow.
I was getting
Man,
deja
that was
vu.
almost something.
I was getting deja vu so hard. Also,
Oh,
something
wow.
interesting. Shabawu gets that 3K coming into sight when they're entering into sight. There was a missed flash that would have caught him, and he would have just been standing in the open, full blind. But doesn't the flash misses, bounces off the wall, pops back out into boats, doesn't blind him, and then he gets an easy 3K on them just running through the smoke.
Mm-hmm. And 4
Crazy.
players out of this whole lobby got kills in that last round. Scalpel, Holy Cow, JPEP, Shababu Woo.
Just crazy.
Yeah,
I mean,
one
I would
3K
definitely take
to
attack.
another.
I would definitely take attack after that one. Just to figure out, if anything, just the money situation. Everybody has like kind of different levels of money because just the spread on the kills.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they're electing to buy here, even though it's a little bit of an odd buy.
Yeah, it is going to be a little bit crazy. Scalpel's got a deagle, and maybe that's all he needs. You know, we'll have to see. Slug's got a Mac 10. An AK and 2 Galils going up against 4 M4s and an AWP with maxed out utility. This is not looking good for them right now.
Oh, dangerous.
Oh. Big fight in mid. They nade stack him. Scalpel goes down to the exploding baseballs. And with a minute 34 to go, they the opening frag. 5 versus 4 as they all stack up in mid. They're all moving together as a pack. And it looks like they're going to all try and dip back. 1 maybe dropping, 2 maybe dropping. JPEP trying to get away with that AWP. He's trying to make his way back to the site without getting dropped. And he's making a quick headshot as the kills come in. Tez has a double, but Slug and Holy Cow answer back. So he's trying to you can't wallbang that. I don't know if he knows you can't wallbang that. Slug will find him very easily from CT. Hellfire looks set to take number 10 as Shababu is left in the 1 versus 3, and he does not look apt to try and take it.
Yeah, I don't know who the IGL is for the Alchemist, but that was an excellent call to come back. JPEP was sitting alone with the op super deep into E-box, and 4 players just dropped off bridge right on top of his head. He missed the first shot, tried to run away. I mean, I can't believe he even managed to get away, to be honest with you, but like, just put himself in an awful position.
Yeah, that was the most shocking part to me, was that he did get away. He took so much damage. Going back to sight, Slug gets lit up, and he does the AWP. That's the AWP down, and Shababu will go down as well, but they're not going to get that AWP back. That's huge for the economy.
Shababu dying, though, also very huge. If he had lived, he could have dropped 1 rifle here, and then they would have only 2 MP9s rather than, you know, Krink being on a pistol maybe, or I don't know what he's gonna buy here. Is he really just staying on a pistol? Oh, interesting. Just a P2K.
Well, he's sitting still in spawn, so he may not
Well,
need it. Oh, there he
I
goes.
think he was expecting a drop and nobody dropped him. Oh, I think he was expecting from JPEP, and then JPEP ran away. He's like, well, okay.
Fortunate. Skull just shoots at nothing. He saw the knee there. Didn't need to take the free fire, but he does anyway.
HE scared him, I think.
Oh, maybe. And Scalpel's going to take first contact. Main, he takes the shot. Cooley with nade in hand. Finds him to the wall. Cooley goes down. Smoke is too deep. That's going to allow them to play out and have full vision. Shimano won't find anything this time. Pigeon drops him. A sight has fallen. It's collapsed. And here we go. 5 versus 3 retakes. The Deadbeats go for this.
I think you don't. I think you have to save this rifle. Even save the MP9 for next round. I mean, Krink doesn't have anything, but maybe the armor's worth it even, like 1 molly. The guns aren't retrievable, so it's not much you can do, really.
Yeah. Not a very smart decision. Oh, they are going to play exits, though. Maybe try and find a couple of unsuspecting AKs that are not ready. Oh, that Cam's molly might be huge. They're not going to be able to get away through Cams. They're going to exit through a main, which ironically was the only safe exit for them in that round. So they picked right this time. They are on 11.
Very close game.
Yeah. It is looking very, very dicey here.
Do you force
for the
this round?
CTs. This round? Oh, man, that is
I think
a tough
you have
decision.
to. I think you have to, only because I don't think you can afford to give the Alchemists 12.
Yeah.
They have enough money to buy the rest of the half, no matter what.
These are the kind of calls that really show what kind of IGL you are. And Fulney showing his colors right here with a very big save. He is going to have enough economical savvy to get more of his team actual guns. But man, the save right here, he's electing to maybe possibly give the Alchemists a greater chance to get to 12. And that may be his undoing. They're going to stack B here. Bomb is on that side of the map, so definitely a good call. Molly comes out A main, and it looks like they're going to try and pinch it from Canals, but they're all going away. They're all running away. They're expecting the A hit. Oh, man. It could be the worst timing ever as Quake goes down in E-Box. It's all falling apart. Alchemists are going to have to get 12 without even having to kill a single player. They're still on A. They're not rotating. They're still not rotating. His nades are going off on the other side of the map. The bomb's going to get planted, and they're all going to have to push through Canals.
I think they've already made the decision to save.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
you have to at this point.
Yeah, that is just, man, that's really rough.
Colney and Chihuahua don't have armor. Krink did have armor, but they didn't drop him one of the guns. So all he had was a P2K. For some reason, taking a fight into Canals with a P2K against an AK, I mean, I don't know really what the decision-making there was, but...
Yeah, I mean, and Deadbeats, they're gonna be stuck on match point here. They're gonna have to try and claw this back to overtime, but they'll need 2 in a row. They've done it before, but can they do it again? Bomb explodes. Holy Cow leads his team out of B main, and it's looking pretty grim for Deadbeats here.
I'd be interested to know if they're going to keep the MP9s or upgrade. No, they upgrade right away.
Yeah. And that's kind of where the confusing decision is to save for me, because like everyone except JPEP had enough money to buy in the next round. It didn't make any sense to me there to save.
Especially if you're just going to drop the guns.
I personally would have just forced in that round and tried to win it, right? And that's what I personally would have done. But again, every IGL is different. Some of them have different philosophies when it comes to playing Counter-Strike. And that's fine as well. But I really think you have to go for that retake there. I just don't see the benefit of saving right here, because putting MP9s on the ground that you can't sell. And Shamabawu will drop Scalpel. That's a great start for them. 5 versus 4 as the opening frag goes their way. With a minute 29. Pigeon trying to clear out. Yeah, he's trying to clear out mid.
Doesn't know about Krink in the corner.
I think he's suspecting it, though. He's been killed from there once already. And I think he is paranoid of that presence. He sees Crosshair right to it. He's putting some spam through. He can't see him. How in the world did he see him there? And the nade coming up, that might kill him. Oh, man, it does do a lot of damage, doesn't it? And Schooled gets JPEP back and goes AFK for a split second again. That was really weird.
Oh, he's typing 100%.
I imagine. Pigeon will drop Coolney and Cams. Aim is on the line here in the 4 versus 3. This is where legends are made. Can Deadbeats bring it back all the way? Crank takes down Pigeon is a great start. Bomb is heading towards A. It's a 3v3 site push. This is it. They're going to try to get out of aiming. Hazel drops Slug, and we'll see Holy Cow drop Pike. Patterson doesn't have his gun out. Holy Cow with a double kill right here, right now, live from Miami Air Force Base. North Dakota, Shababu will stop the plant. And with 24 seconds left, he's got the bomb on the site. He has to press the issue. He has to plant the bomb, and Shababu knows it. He's fully expecting School to try and get this bomb down, but if he gets the bomb on his back, he could run through Cams. He could run through Cams to B. 10 seconds! 10 seconds! You gotta get the bomb down, but I don't think he's gonna try and do it. He gets it! Unbelievable! What a way to end the game! School finds the final kill, takes him down from less than meters away with the AWP. 13-10, your final score. Hellfire win match day 6.
Such an incredible decision to just walk the op all the way up the stairs into storage. I mean, listen, he's got bigger balls than I do. Because if he's all the way tucked, right? You just lose the round. You just lose the round for no reason. But he's like, no, I'm getting this kill. I'm feeling it. I will kill this man, and just walks into storage with the op. Mind blowing.
Yeah, I'm planting the bomb there, but he proved us all wrong. Oh man, what a great game it was. We had a lot of really, really good highlights. Deadbeats threw everything they had at him, but unfortunately for them, it was just not enough to take down the Hellfire Juggernaut and the Scalpel Wildcard Machine. That was it for us, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Counter-Strike Confederation Season 14, Match Day 6 for the Prospect tier. Thank you so very much for watching. I'm your host, Crash, joined by co-host Toggle Bob. Thank you, Quattro, down on the desk tonight for making all this possible. And thank you, viewer, for sticking around. Love you, and we'll see you tomorrow.